Good afternoon. Two Scottish men were fatally shot outside a busy Irish pub in Fuengirola late on Saturday night in what appears to be a targeted gangland killing. The attack took place shortly after 11 p.m. following the Champions League final, with crowds still gathered in and around the area. A masked individual left a car, opened fire on two men at close range and returned to the vehicle before it sped off. Authorities confirmed that both men died at the scene despite efforts by paramedics. The incident happened outside Monaghan's bar on Fuengirola's seafront. The deceased men have been identified as Ross Monaghan and Eddie Lyons Jr. Both are reportedly linked to the Lyons crime group in Glasgow. Monaghan was the registered owner of the bar where the attack occurred and had been living on the Costa del Sol since 2017, when he fled Scotland after surviving a separate shooting outside a primary school. According to local media, the assailants used a nearby alleyway for a rapid escape. This has led investigators to believe the attack was carefully planned. Police roadblocks were set up immediately after the attack, but no arrests have yet been made. Authorities have activated the planned Costa del Sol initiative, aimed at suppressing gun-related incidents. The National Police have apprehended a 45-year-old Ukrainian man in Denia on an international arrest order. He fled Ukraine after being sentenced to 5 years in prison for falsifying documents. The offences took place between 2019 and 2022 when the accused man was a member of an organised group that falsified and sold official documents. They specifically involved educational credentials which violated the Ukrainian Ministry of Education and Science. Ukrainian authorities issued the international arrest warrant, which was brought to the National Police's attention when it was suspected that the fugitive had chosen the province of Alicante to avoid prosecution in his home country. And Spain's manufacturing sector returned to growth last month for the first time since January as a partial lifting of US tariffs fueled business optimism, so a survey showed this morning. The manufacturing PMI compiled by S&P Global rose to 50.5 in May from 40.1 in April, just above the 50 mark that separates growth from contraction. The improvement was driven by a modest expansion in output, which was linked to a better trend in sales and a partial easing of global tariff uncertainty compared to April, the survey said. Business expectations improved to a 3-month high, with firms hopeful for a more stable economic environment over the next 12 months. However, uncertainty remains due to the erratic US trade policy under President Donald Trump, which continues to limit global planning reliability. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.